Hi guys, it's Sarah. You're watching Mickey Between the Pages. Today, guys, is the first day of Booktubeathon. Day one. It is day one. Filming my Booktubeathon TBR, and Booktubeathon has already started. I'm really late in the game. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But I'm going to show you guys the books I'm hopefully reading during Booktubeathon. I'm already started one of them, so I'm already ahead of the game, kind of, even though I'm uploading this really late. But we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do the first challenge today too. I'm gonna film that one as well, so that's gonna be fun. So let's just get going. Okay, the reading challenges for the Booktubeathon is 1. Read a book with yellow on the cover. It's a Wonderful Death by Sarah J. Schmidt. I got this book a few months ago. I've been wanting to read it forever because it sounds so hilarious and so easy to read. It is about this girl who accidentally gets killed by the Grim Reaper, like the Grim Reaper takes her by accident. It sounds like a roller coaster of a ride that I really want to get on, and so I want to read this one because it has yellow on the cover, and it just sounds like a really quick read to read during Booktubeathon. So I'm very excited to read this. Challenge number 2 is read a book only after sunset. This is going to be so hard for me, so what Nye and I are doing, we are going to be reading the books that we're going to read after sunset together, so we're going to Skype the whole time. We can both keep each other awake. Like, she'll be able to keep herself awake, but I need help being awake, and it sounds more fun to do it together, right? That's what we're doing. And the book that I'm going to read after sunset is Stolen by Lucy Christopher. Everyone has told me you can read this book in literally like 3 hours, and I believe them. I've read like 10 pages of it. I really enjoyed it. I want to continue it, and I want to cry and die and everything in between, pretty much. This book, if you do not know, is about a girl who gets kidnapped at the airport by a guy, and he's been stalking her for a very long time, and it sounds really good. I know, bad premise of a book, but I hear that it's beautiful and utterly captivating, and I just really want to read it. Okay, reading challenge number 3 is read a book you discovered through Booktube. I discovered Angel Fall by Susan E. through Booktube. I've been wanting to read this book since I heard Christine talking about it years ago, and now I read it last year and she absolutely loved it, so I have high hopes for this book. This book is about an angel apocalypse where the angels are being descended from heaven, and angels are actually bad people. They're actually bad and they're not good, which is what we've always thought, and it just sounds amazing and wonderful, and I've heard that the main characters kick butt, and it's very fast paced, so I'm very excited to pick this up during Booktubeathon. Reading challenge number 4 is read a book by one of your favorite authors. This was very hard for me to pick because I have so many favorite authors, but I decided, and it's actually the book I'm currently reading today, the first day of Booktubeathon, on P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. Oh my god, you guys, I love Jenny Han. I read the first book in this series like 2 or 3 months ago, and I was supposed to read it a long time ago with my friend, but we just never got around to it, and I really want to read it now, and I read 2 chapters this morning, and I just really want to read the rest of it already, and it took me like 1 or 2 days to read the first book in the series, so I'm very happy that I am picking this one up. The first book in the series is about a girl who writes these love letters to these guys that she's fallen in love with, but they all get sent out to the guys, which was never supposed to happen, and it's just her roller coaster of a ride that ensues in the first book, and this one, it just picks off from where it left in the last book. And the last book left on a cliffhanger, and I'm already starting to see the really good things happening with this one, so I'm very excited to finish this. Reading challenge number 5 is read a book that is older than you. This one was very hard for me to pick because so many books that are older than you are harder to read because they're older than you and because they're not the same type of writing style that a lot of authors you read nowadays have. I decide on Anthem by Anne Reid. 1, because it was published in 1995, 2, because I've had this book on my shelf for over 3 or 4 years now, and 3, because I just really want to read it because it's super duper short. It's very short, the text is very big, so it'll be very easy for me to read, and I actually don't know what this book is that much about. I just know it's kind of dystopian-like in a way, and that you don't have a name in this book, and that you can't fall in love, which I know it sounds like a typical YA dystopian, but I feel like it's gonna be different, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm just very excited for it. Reading challenge number 6 is read and watch a BookTube movie adaptation. Now this is gonna be probably the hardest one for me, because as you've seen, all these books I've picked out are very short or not very long, or they are probably going to be really easy for me to read. This next one is over 400 pages, I think, and the text is very small. If I can do it, I'm going to pick up The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. I've heard endless and endless and endless of beautiful and amazing things about this book, and I've heard it's truly and utterly sad, but everyone I know loves the movie. I've always wanted to watch the movie because it has one of my favorite actresses of all time in it. I just really wanted to read this, and this is actually my sister's copy that I've had for more than 2 years now, so I need to read it. It needs to happen, and I just really want to pick it up. It is about a girl who gets killed by a guy that lives next door to her or something. She doesn't die completely, she doesn't go to heaven, but she's not completely dead. She's like an in-between state, I guess. At least that's what I've heard. And it kind of shows like what happened to her before she died and after she died, what is happening with her family and how they're dealing with it. So it sounds completely and utterly sad, but it's probably going to be beautiful at the same time, which I'm very excited for. This is one of the only ones I'm not sure if I'm going to get to. I hope I get to it, but I'm not completely sure. Reading challenge number 7 is very easy. Read 7 books. I have 6 right now. The 7th one I'm picking is Summer Returned Pretty by Jenny Han as well. I just love Jenny Han, and her writing style is amazing, and I own the whole series. I've had the whole series since last summer. I just haven't read it, and it's summertime, and I really want to read it because summertime, the Summer I Turned Pretty, romance, yes. So that's what pretty much this book is about. Very looking forward to it. Jenny Han, guys, come on, Jenny Han. Jenny Han has become one of my favorite authors this past year, and she's amazing. So these are all the books I hope to read during Booktubeathon. What books are you reading? Please tell me in the comments below. I would love to know. I have to get going so that I can edit this video really quickly and upload it, and then I have to film the video challenge for the Booktubeathon, which is the Domino Challenge. I'm very pumped about it, and I'm very stressed though at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though. I hope you guys have a wonderful Booktubeathon day 1, and I hope to talk to you guys soon about it. Have a lovely day. Keep doing the reading thing. Bye!